welcome back to my channel. This is my weekly blushing obsessions and I have a lot of great things to share with you. Okay, today is actually really cold outside. It's snowing, it's blowing wind, it's really cold. I'm so ready for spring. How about you guys? I've been trying to wear like brighter blush, brighter lipstick just to make myself feel better. And to be honest with you, in Alberta, it does get pretty cold, but we've actually been really lucky. Usually January, February will stay pretty cold throughout, and we've been kind of going up and down with the weather. So I guess I can't really complain that much. I'm just so ready for spring to come, and probably around April is when the snow starts to melt, and that's when spring is in the air. Anyways, I hope that you guys had a really great week, and the first thing that I do want to talk about is a skincare item, and this is the Body Shop Seaweed Mattifying Day Cream. I've been using this for, I would say, for about a month now, and this is for a combination to oily skin, and it's supposed to control your oils, and I think it's doing the job because I feel like my skin is not as oily since I've been using this stuff. I think this will be really nice in the summertime, and it's really lightweight. And it just has a really light scent to it, and it's just a white cream, and it just blends into the skin really nicely, and I do find that it's helping to mattify and just keeping my skin oil free throughout the day. So I've been really liking this stuff. This is the first time I've ever tried anything from the Body Shop, so I really like it. Okay, let's go on to, let's talk about the Beauty Blender. I don't remember if I talked about this last week, but I was never ever a fan of a beauty blender until about, I would say about 2.5 weeks ago. I started getting into beauty blenders. I like beauty blenders to blend out my concealer. I never really liked it for my foundation, but now that I'm starting to use it a little bit more and kind of getting the hang of it, I really like it. So I've been using it today. It just makes your skin look really flawless. It makes a really easy application once you get the hang of it. There's some people that don't use a beauty blender properly. I've seen people kind of like dab it in, but then they'll rub it in like this. You're not supposed to just drag it along the face. A beauty blender is meant to actually being pressed into your skin so that you don't have any of those lines, those like streaky lines, and it's just supposed to make your skin look a bit more not so cakey looking. So that's what a beauty blender does, and I've been really enjoying it. If you're somebody that has not liked a beauty blender and you're more into your brushes, give it another chance and just experiment with it a little bit. But the way to use a beauty blender is to actually press it into the skin as opposed to dragging it on the skin. So I know there's a few people here that don't use it properly. Anyways, I just thought that I would get that out, and I just been really enjoying this. To set my foundation, I've been using my Chanel Universal powder. This is in 30 Natural, and you get a ton of product in here. I don't use the puff, but I will just bring up a little bit here. I will take a big fluffy brush like my Real Techniques. I love this brush. I am looking for something maybe even a little bit bigger than this because sometimes with some of my other powders it can look a little bit cakey with this, and I don't like a cakey face. But anyways, I've been enjoying this powder. It definitely keeps me matte and my skin looks really flawless, and this will last me a very long time. So if I don't want something that, I will use a loose powder if I don't want that extra coverage. If I want like an extra coverage, then I will use like a pressed powder because that will pack on a little bit more. So I've been liking this Chanel powder lately to set my foundation. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this lip balm. This is the Smith Rosebud Slave Lip Balm, and it's a Rosebud. Some people are comparing this to the Dior one, which is like crazy insane, and I won't spend the money on it unless somebody wants to buy it for me. You can always buy it for me. So, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It smells like roses, so if you're a fan of roses, I'm not like a fan of floral, but I like the way this feels on my lips, so I've been using a lot of it and I feel like it's going quite fast, but I like it. I use it at nighttime before I go to bed. Okay, the fun parts. Blushes. Okay, so this one actually surprised me. This is a blush by Annabelle. You can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. I believe even Walmart sells it. I don't know if you can get Annabelle in the States, but it's definitely here in Canada. And this is one of their blushes. It doesn't have a name, but it has a number 51. This almost reminds me of the Laura Mercier one that I absolutely love, and I can't remember the name of it. My goodness. Anyways, I will leave it down here if I remember it, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. A really pretty rosy, no, it's more like a bronzy rose shade. And like, these blushes are super soft and really pigmented, and just look at that. Isn't that pretty? So nice. Highly recommend checking these out. I can't believe I've never tried them, so I really like it. Next is a blush by Lise Watier. This is part of the spring collection. This is the Expressions Blush Trio, and I really love the packaging. It just screams out spring. And this is what it looks like. Let me just open it here. So it's got like an ombre effect, which I find a lot of products are actually coming out with a product, like coming out with a blush like this. So you have your darker shade here, this pink shade and this peachier shade, but what I do is just mix it all together and you get a really nice peachy pink color. And on the cheeks it just really brightens and makes your skin look really fresh, springy, I guess you can say is the word. And it just leaves a really pretty sheen on the cheeks, so I really like it. This would look great on somebody that is tanned. So light-skinned, somebody with darker skin, it might not show up as nicely, but it's so pretty. I love it. You could probably maybe use it as a topper if you are darker skinned. And the last blush that I've been totally obsessed with is this one by Estee Lauder, and thanks to Prissy from Prissy Loves Pink, because she recommended this to me and I haven't used it since I got it, which is so surprising, but it's because it was like in the back of my drawer and I never used it until this week. And sorry, it's called Alluring Rose and it's a satin finish. I love the packaging of the Estee Lauder. I always thought that Estee Lauder was for older people, but I've been really enjoying it. It comes with a really nice smear and a brush, and there is the blush right there, and it's just a really nice kind of like, it actually doesn't look like much in the pan, but when it's on, it is so stunning. I wore it in one of my videos. I can't remember which video I wore it in. Oh, I think it was my Valentine's Day makeup looks, or even a couple videos. But this is the blush that I was wearing, and I'm so in love with it. I'll swatch it for you. So like I said, it doesn't look like much in the pan. It's just a really nice dusty rose shade, but I don't know, it just does something to the cheeks. I just love it. I love it so much. I get so excited about blushes, it's crazy. But I highly recommend these. And before we get on to lips, I just want to talk about this eyeshadow palette. This is the Tarte Lip Palette. I went shopping with my friend Tara Lynn and Natalie. I will leave their channels linked down below. Or no, sorry, Natalie didn't end up coming. Something came up and she couldn't make it, so it was just me and Tara Lynn. Sorry, but I'm going to leave Natalie, I'm going to leave her channel linked down below anyways. But she told me that I needed it, and I remember looking at this palette in Sephora, and I told myself that I didn't need it, and I didn't need it. And that's why I passed on it. See, you guys, I told you, I'm doing really good. I've been passing on a lot of products that I want, but I'm not buying it. But this was one of them, but I'm really glad that Tara Lynn told me that I needed it, because it has been an absolute favorite of mine. And I didn't think I was gonna like it because of the colors. It's more on the plum side and more of, I guess I wouldn't say it's on the cooler side. It's definitely more neutral the more that I've been using it. The first time I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that palette's just too cool for me, and the plum shades, I won't use it as much. And that was part of the reason why I passed on it the first time. But now that I've used it and used it on myself and on my eyes, I really like it, and I find that these colors are more neutral. So they're not too cool, but they're not too warm. and you still have some darks to play around with it if you want to still keep the warmth through there, and if you don't want to use like the plum shades. All these like matte highlighting shades are amazing. These shadows are so buttery soft and they blend so nicely. Like I still can't get over how well these shadows blend. Like even this like dark color right there, like look at how black that is and how pigmented. Sorry, my camera had cut out, so I don't know where I left off, but I was saying that even like a darker color like this black, once it's like when you blend it out with your brush, it just makes it so easy. And dark colors are really hard to blend, but this palette, amazing. I love all the colors, and you guys, they're like seriously like buttery to the touch. And Tarte eyeshadows are a hit and miss for me. This is the first time I've actually really enjoyed some Tarte eyeshadows. I love their blushes, but for eyeshadows, I just never had any luck. So I don't know what, sorry, there's some of the shades there. I don't know what they did to the formula with these ones, but I really, really like it. I've seen a couple reviews where some people don't really like it, but I know a lot of people that really, really love it. So I'm happy I gave this palette a chance. This is limited edition, so if you guys want to get your hands on it, I maybe suggest picking it up. And Sephora is really good for returns. If you don't like it, you could always return it. So that's what I love about Sephora. And the last products to talk about are my lipsticks. The first one is this Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Peony. I just love this. I use this in my Valentine's makeup look. This is my all-time favorite pink, I will have to say. I absolutely love it. I think it's just a perfect pink, like a wearable pink. I think anybody can wear a pink like this, because there's some pinks that are like way too like some pinks just don't look good on certain people, but I just feel like this one is really, really nice. So that is the color Peony, and this would look awesome on somebody who's tanned. So love it. Next is this Sephora Cream Lip Stain. I have it in 02 and 04. 02 is something coral, and I don't know the name of 04, but I will leave it down below here. But I just love these colors, especially coming spring and summer. I'm just so drawn to them. This one is so nice. These cream lip stains feel amazing on my lips, and they're not as drying as some liquid lipsticks can be. They're just amazing. I just love the formula of these so much. But there is 04. It's got a little bit of like an orange, a corally orange tone to it. It's so pretty on the lips, and I get tons of compliments when I wear this one and when I wear 02. I get stopped all the time every time I wear them. So these are definitely a favorite of mine. And the last one is this CoverGirl. This is, I don't know what the line of this lipstick is called, but this is 240 Caramel Kiss. I like these CoverGirl lipsticks. I just don't like the taste of them. So this is just a really nice peachy, has like a caramel undertone to it. So it's like a darker peachy shade. It's really, really pretty on the lips. This is the only, I mean, they smell okay. The only downfall, I just don't like the taste of the CoverGirl lipsticks, but I really enjoy the formula. So that one is Caramel Kiss. That is the end of my weekly blushing obsessions. Just to let you guys know, I am testing a few products that are on my face right now. I will keep you guys updated in some upcoming videos that I do have planned. And to leave off this video, I'm just gonna let you guys know what I'm wearing today. On my eyes, I used my Tarte Lip Palette by Tarte. And on top of that, I used this Urban Decay shadow in Solstice. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a really pretty like chrome with some green, some pink to it. It is so beautiful on the eyes. I just die every time I see it. So that is what I'm wearing all over the lids. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. And for cheeks today, I used my Pantone Color of the Year. I just used this as my, I didn't do any contouring today. I just took this color in the back where I would normally contour, and then I added this peach shade on the apples of the cheeks and just blended that together, and then this gorgeous, gorgeous highlight I used there and just down the bridge of my nose, down my T-zone. So that's what I've been using today. Oh, and my lips. I have this nude stick in Mystical and Whisper. And it's a double-ended, and you can use these as cream blushes as well, but I have not tried that yet. So I'm thinking of trying that maybe in an upcoming Get Ready With Me. So, but I really, really like it. So I'm wearing the darker color on the outside of my lips. These are really, really creamy, and they do seem to last quite a long time on my lips. I've had this lipstick on for a good 5 hours, and I even had some lunch. So that's what I have on the outline, and then in the middle I have the lighter shade. So those are the two colors. And that's it, guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, whatever you guys are doing. Be safe, and I will see you guys in my next video.